Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just back to Malaysia. Okay, so let us take a look at the gold market for the coming week. Okay, so as usual, we go to this top-down analysis. This one is H4 time frame, so we go to the monthly. What can we see? Monthly is still very bullish over here, right? So we go to weekly. Again, the same thing. Weekly as well, close bullish, 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 and bullish. Okay, still very bullish. If we go to daily, so daily you can see very clearly. Okay, gold last week was actually bearish until on Friday it pumps up bullish over here. Okay, why? So if you look over here, what can you see over here? See, this one is all the base over here. Okay, this is where all the consolidation happened before the breakup happened. Okay, so once gold actually come back to retest, eventually it will react strongly over here. Okay, and also if you look over here, this one is actually there's a lot of rally based rally up. Okay, and then this one is a rally based rally. Okay, and then eventually create a bullish engulfing in the daily time frame. Thus go retest over here to this zone, and you have a major reactions pump up strongly over here. Okay, and now if we go to this H4 time frame, okay, so H4 time frame, again we can see from here, this is the zone that we are talking about, right? From the daily, this consolidation before breakup happen. Okay, so thus go come back to retest, eventually break up. You see, once he actually create this one, he created another bullish engulfing in this H4 time frame, right? That's the goal. So this is the zone that we actually managed to get on Friday, right? So this one create a bullish engulfing over here, and thus go come back to this zone, particular zone, and reacted again, right? And go eventually managed to break out from this zone over here. So if we look over here, if we go to H1, okay, this one is actually a strong zone over here. Okay, and thus go managed to break up from this zone here. So if you look over here, right, so this one is actually a strong support and resistance zone over here, right? This one have a support, breakout. Okay, breakout become another support, resistance. Okay, this one first rejected, eventually break up from here. Okay, so what can we foresee is that this one, if you look over here, right, this one is actually a strong supply zone over here. Okay, so now gold is actually heading to this supply zone over here. This one is actually a supply zone over here. So for the coming week, we could foresee gold, okay, come over to this zone, and we see if there is a rejection, it might actually retrace down over here. Okay, otherwise if you manage to break, you will actually head towards this here, the zone over here, right? This one is a previous all-time high here. Okay, so of course if let's say reject over here, come back over here. Okay, if you manage to break through, you will actually come back to retest before you're heading to the new all-time high again. Okay, so if gold is actually respecting this zone over here, okay, respecting this zone over here, what can we expect is go to retrace down over here. Okay, so there are two zones over here that we could actually anticipate, okay, for the coming week. If let's say if we foresee go bullish, okay, so we could actually wait for price to retrace to our zone. Okay, so this is the first zone that we could actually anticipate on. Okay, this one is the first zone. This is where the resistance, this one create a rally breakup. Price could actually come back here to go up further. Okay, so this one is the first retrace zone that we could actually anticipate. Okay, so if we go back to H4, okay, right, sorry, so if we go to H1, okay, this one is the zone that we could actually wait for price to retrace, right? Okay, this one is the first one, this one is the first zone over here that we could wait for price to retrace, right? So we put a zone over here as usual. Okay, this one is the first zone, and if we go to H4, what can you see over here? H4, there is another zone over here. This one is another demand zone over here that we could foresee price to retrace. Okay, so we can put another zone over here. Right, so we can put another zone over here. Okay, so these are the two zones over here. Okay, this one is the first zone, this one is a second zone. Okay, this one is the first zone. So if we, let's say, okay, if we want to ride on the trend, okay, so this one we have to wait for price to retrace down here, or you could actually retrace down over here before it actually heading up back. Okay, so of course if you want to go for a sell, you have to make sure that you break all this one, all the support, this one, all the support area here. Okay, if you break through this zone, retest, only go down further. Okay, so anyway, let's see how's the coming week market looks like. Okay, so if you want to know more, please join my Telegram channel, Danny Trading Academy for more informations and educations. All right, so see you guys there.